Oh yeah. Hello, my people.
Hey, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Good.
America.
I, Jesus.
America. What are they coming for you?
It's been a long time, America.
I know.
They finally let me back on.
Yes.
Well, they finally got you out of jail.
I'm gonna be good this time.
I know you will. All of us gonna be good. Hey, Jamal's sitting up there looking like he ready to blow up. He better be good. I'm telling you. He better be good. Hey, first thing I want to say, welcome to America After Dark. We gonna switch to Roku TV in September 2022. We want everybody to subscribe and send us money. We prefer cash, not food stamp, and everybody. Hey, we're gonna be good tonight, and if we don't, we'll get muted and kicked off.
That part.
Per America After Dark.
Who has no control over the show anymore? There's a new contract in place. He has no control over the show anymore.
Tell him.
Listen, let me tell y'all something right now, America. I want to clear something up right now. The words that coming out Jamal mouth is definitely not reflecting America After Dark. We do not have contracts here on our black media. No more. The contract has been told up so we can tell anybody about their butt on live air. That's your contract.
At any time.
At any time. Especially on this show. You can say anything you want to say to anybody on this show. Trust me. So
thank you, Bernard, for giving us a good platform to speak our shiz.
That's it. Long we keep it clean.
That's right.
And don't say those key words. We good. Okay. So we decide to cut your ball out. It is what it is.
You will be muted. You'll be muted by the producer. The producer will mute you. Boop,
no,
like Boop.
Trust me, we got two producers on standby. If the first one want to be,
and that old one, he'll be the one to get you. The old one.
Oh no, that one, he's going to sleep right now. He's going to sleep.
Yeah. So how you living? So hey, how you living, son? How things going in Houston?
Man, we got a storm coming this way. It's been raining for the last couple of days, but we got a storm coming this way, so it's gonna break the drought. Okay. And I just want to go ahead and announce to my single people that it's coming up on cuffing season. Just, gotta make the announcement. Judge Ike, you out of this now. So, you gave up cuffing season, but
boy,
Jesus,
that's my that's why I sign you on. You my backup. You my backup for him. Bring it on, Jamal. Bring it on.
Yeah, I got you.
How you doing, JB?
I'm doing good. I just want to give Sonya some, because she's been gone for a while. Sonya got married back in April.
I saw all the pictures and I was sad. I was crying in tears.
We
I'm
missed you too, Mr.
telling
Kelly.
you, I was like, Lord have mercy. They done took one. Took one. Yeah. I mean,
I got the card from you. Congratulations on your marriage, and they finally took one. I didn't even know I got this.
Yeah, that was me. That was me. That was me.
They finally took one, and I want to congratulate you and wish you all in your endeavor in the future. And yes, tell Jamal to do the same. Thank
you. Hey, how you living? How you living, Jesus? What's going on, Jesus?
All right, I'm here. I'm here to make the announcement that America After Dark will no longer be with Bernard Brown, be with Judge Reverend Ike Brown. It'll be his show starting on next week and then going into September. And then also to make the announcement that there is a $50 bounty on Bernard's head. There's a $50 bounty on Bernard's head. And if you don't want the cash, then it's also, we got a $100 EBT card for you on his head, bounty on his head. And if you don't want that, if you want alcohol, we got a bottle of Henny for you also. If you take Bernard Brown out, that's it. I would tell you some others have talked about some edibles, but I was like, we cannot talk about edibles on this show right here. But there's a bounty of edibles on Bernard Brown's head also. So
y'all
that's
call me if y'all want some edibles.
So food stamps, cash, Henny, or under the table edibles.
Call me if you need some edibles. I'm
Woo! That's right, Kier. 50 on one.
Right,
50 on one to get the bounty.
Producer. All right, now don't start early. All right, now I call the Wolverine in and replace you.
So what do we have a bounty on Bernard for? Was it that terrible dancing at his party last weekend?
Come on, Sonia. Come on now.
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Mute, Sonia.
That was elderly people gone wild in the backyard, in somebody's backyard. I don't even know whose it was, but I would have called the cops if I was the doggone next door neighbors. I would have called the cops just for Bernard doing the hunch to everything. You know, you can't do the hunch to everything, old man.
Well, Bernard, you scared? I was around a whole bunch of kids and all of them was scared. They had this look on their face when they saw you dancing. What the hell is he doing?
When my son saw the repeat of the rabble, he was like, "Mom, what was that? What was that?" I was like, you know what? Old people don't have no decorum these days.
You know what? I'm gonna be. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be nice tonight. I ain't gonna cuss. I'm gonna let y'all be y'all. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. I just came from a funeral today. BC killed Jenkins, and I want to go to their funeral and
Oh, Jesus.
And see what you saw in the rabble, that was the clean. We got it right here. So Bernard, that's separate. That Jenkins love is separate. I got my own extortion on you right now. So yeah, I got 3 videos, baby.
Jesus, that was the clean one. Was that the clean one?
Well, that was on the rabble, yeah. Oh, this right here. Oh, this right here. This right here. Drop the iPhone. Drop the iPhone on it.
Okay.
Hey, white people even got scared and ran off.
They need to.
Yeah.
Boy.
Everybody was terrified last Saturday.
I'm not gonna do the sound, but just let you. Now he done took his clothes off.
Oh Lord!
Woo!
Hey.
He was stripping. He was stripping. He was stripping. He was stripping.
Where was Shorty?
Hey. But my baby was home. She was home. Hey.
She know better than to leave you to your own proclivities.
I know it. You can't leave me alone. Hey, Jamar. Hey, I'm gonna get you. You wait. I'm tired of you. I'm gonna get you. I got something for you. You wait.
I'll share it on other platforms. I put on all platforms. I put on all platforms.
Don't tell that.
That's right. That's right.
Not some sick love. Right. For some people, it's like erotic something. It's it's really in love. So I don't begrudge anybody. And for me, of course, that's something that does come to play with me with certain people.
Oh, what you doing with that light feet on? You got a sexy there. No? Took your rims off? Boy, you got so many looks, though. Jesus, I'm telling you.
I'm talking about him Saturday night.
Hey, Sonya.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Much love, Sarah.
You see, he got a little muscle shirt, boy.
Yeah,
boy.
He was showing off his nut juice.
That's right. That's right. I am. That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna take off my Superman glasses.
The person who they love, and I want to say love, not some sick love. Right. For some people, it's like erotic something. It's a fetish. They want to give it a black person. Want to give.
Boy, hey, Mr. Producer, hey, that was our grand interest. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say this here. You know what? I appreciate y'all. I want y'all. We know we all be on different shows, but on this show, man, y'all do y'all. Y'all be y'all. Loosen up. Let everybody see a different side of y'all. And Jamal with that white beater. Who you gonna beat? You ain't got no girlfriend. You must go beat yourself.
First, hey, this is a fair.
Hey, Miss Producer, let's go with next subject, please. First thing first. Question of the night. They introduce themselves, Mr. Question of the night. Question of the night, and we're gonna start with the lady. What do love mean to you, Sonya? What do love mean to you?
Why y'all always have these tacky conversations when I come on?
Because you old.
What do love mean to you?
I'm going to divert my time to Jesus.
Oh no, you don't. Hey, let me tell you, this a whole new different America After Dark. You answer the question or you get mute. Hey, answer the question.
My son can do what you want to do.
And mute Jamal.
I cannot comment on that, Bernard, because I don't do. I hadn't done love since I was probably about 19.
Well, fake it. Fake the question. What love mean to you? Fake it. I know back in the days you had some love now.
Yeah, when I was about 19, because I was new in it, But, I mean, I love my children, but I find it hard to find love in another person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, serious talk,
Yeah.
Because I just don't like disappointment.
Right.
I mean, and I don't know if y'all been out on the dating scene lately, but it is very disappointing.
Hello, baby girl. Thank you, baby.
Hey, Angel. It's very disappointing. And if you dare to, throw that love out there. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm sorry you're very disappointed in Love Connection. And I'll sit you on to the next channel next week. And then you can just go sit on the couch and talk to somebody. Hey, Jesus, what about you, Jesus?
Love is what I. Why I gotta be like that? 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 Oh, why?
Hey, what's up?
Sorry, I'm in my swimwear.
Put on some clothes.
Sorry, I'm in my swimwear. I was in a swimwear. I was in my sauna.
You better put some clothes on.
That's love.
Go ahead, Jesus. Go ahead, Jesus.
Hey, it's after dark.
I know. Go ahead, Jesus.
Love is what I live for. Love is what it's about. Love is what I strive for. Love is what I seek. Love is about being. Love is about connecting. Love is what we all need to have. And love is, again, what I seek and what I know I need to manifest in myself, for myself, so I can give to someone else. So that way we can then build and create a wonderful world because of love. Because love is what makes the world go round. And love is me.
Okay, that's a good answer. Bullshit, but that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a bullshit answer. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But you should go into politics.
Oh,
You
wow.
should really go into politics. For
Oh,
real.
wow.
That one would
wow.
make it.
Oh, wow.
That is a political answer, dancing around the question in order to get to a different. I love it. I love it,
That's
Jesus.
it.
See, that's love.
Sound like a Capital One commercial. That's a lot of love.
I know
That's
it.
right. Because love
What
is
about
love.
you, JB Ike? What about you, George Ike?
Well, for me, I give you a top 10.
Oh, shit.
Number 10, love means commitment. Love means security. Number 9. Number 8, love is about give and take. Number 7, love is respect. Number 6, love means being in sync with one another. Number 5, love is vulnerability. Number 4, love is growing together. Number 3, love is a healthy communication. Number 2, love is accepting their flaws. Number 10, love is patient. And the number 1 thing about love is, brother, we got to give it to them. You ready?
I'm ready.
Think of love.
When you think of love,
Make me want to lose my
you
mind.
want to
When you think of love.
think of love.
You're supposed to run away from love. Come on back. Come on back.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? Welcome. What about you, Sean? The question was, Sean, question on the night was, what do love mean to you, Sean?
Coming out with a baby suit on.
First
Okay,
lady.
I can hear you now.
All right, go ahead. What do love mean to you, Sean?
Everything. Everything.
Okay.
Like what?
Huh?
Everything
Like what?
I love the man that loved me, and I love him because he loved me.
Okay.
like
Hey.
the one you
Everything. And I got everything. That's what love is.
Okay. Did he see you with that? Did he see you when you did your grandiose and your bubbles and all that?
Yeah, we all just got out the hot tub. And I looked what time it was. I was like, damn, I'm supposed to be on the show. I ain't had time to change clothes.
Don't do that no more. Don't ever come on America Out Loud with your shit like that, okay?
Sonya Sanders after dark.
Yeah, okay. Hey, all right. Well, my thing is this.
Flag on the play because Sean and also Reverend Ike said the same thing that I said, but you said my stuff is all political, but they said the same thing. They just twisted up. Same thing. They said the same thing. Flag! So I see the unfairness going on. My contract says I don't have to go through none of this no more.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
And you know what? Jamal, I'm telling y'all, America After Dark fans, Jamal will be checking in the Memorial Hospital in the morning because something's wrong with that boy. Hey.
Now he needs to go to that building in the front.
Yeah, different in the front. 745 Waters Avenue.
Yeah, that the one in the front.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? This how I feel about love. Love is love. If you with somebody that you love and really and truly love, you can't fake it. At the end of the day, show your love in every way. Love is one. At the end of the day, and we got to sing that song before we move on to the next question. Sing the song, Jay.
You know I love you.
That's
No
not it.
matter what you do.
There you go, Sean. Keep it singing, girl.
And I hope you understand me.
There you go.
That's enough.
And
Every word I say is true. Cause I
love you. Whoa. And Sonia, this is what we want you to do. We want you to come down to our family reunion in September. It's gonna be crazy.
September,
you talking about, and Jamal already gonna be there anyway. But come down, you gonna have a blast. Trust
September to what?
Labor Day weekend.
Damn it, y'all. I've been trying not to doggone travel during that time. I really have. I cut off not going to one of my family vacations, because I don't like my family. But but also because I'm trying to build my house. So I'm trying to build my house.
Your house nice already.
Huh?
Look like your house nice already from the background.
No. I'm talking about my own house, though.
Yeah.
My own house. I'm building a house here in Richmond, Texas. So yeah.
All right. Well, we'll do it again. Miss Producer, next subject, please. You're doing a good job, 1501. You're doing a good job, 1501. Hey, the next question is, going deep with America. What do you consider a hoe?
Me?
America.
What you talking about, Willie?
Me?
Okay.
Oh Lord.
So
Hey, Robert.
So we putting this in.
But I'm a classy one.
Okay.
Are we putting this in gender perspective?
No, a man. It can be a man and a woman. It can be a man and a woman.
Yeah, because I be calling guys hoe ass niggas. Oh, I mean,
wait a minute. Can't say that.
Hoe ass nigga N-words all the time. So I don't know. I mean, but I don't. It's a difference between a hoe and a prostitute.
What's the difference?
Well, the difference between a hoe and a prostitute is a prostitute is getting her ends,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna just be frank with you because it is after dark, I mean, I don't believe anybody since 2020, even 1995, should be having sex with broke men.
Whole get paid.
Yeah, nobody should be having just what I would call voluntary sex. Doing voluntary work. I don't do voluntary work with broke people. So if that makes me a hoe, guess what? I mean, I might be prostitute. I don't care what y'all call me, but guess what you won't call me? Broke.
Okay. What about you, Sean? Hey. What do you consider a hoe, Sean?
Me?
Hey, you don't want to get it, Sean. You don't want to go to the family business now. When we tell the family business, you be going to the divorce court. So don't.
Be careful with that.
Guess what though?
What?
I ain't no broke hoe.
Thank you. Don't be a broke hoe.
Don't be broke though.
I mean, I don't understand these women bringing the price of P-Valley down. You know,
There you go. There you go.
talking about, you know, they doing things for $40. I'm like, I wouldn't get out of my bed for $40. Are you crazy? And you wouldn't be in my bed for $40. Are you crazy? I got grown people bills. Grown people bills.
There you go.
That's a
Hey,
hoe.
what about you, Jabbar? What about you, Jabbar? What do you consider a hoe, Jabbar?
I said it, Bernard. I'm not going to change my tune.
Hey,
For real. Jesus, give us some perspective on, I mean, because I trust your judgment on how a man looks at that word for real.
why do you trust his judgment? Why do you trust his judgment?
Because you date teenagers.
Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute
Damn,
now.
they're
Don't put my
teenagers.
business out on American.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
just saying. I can't trust your
Wait a minute now.
I cannot trust your judgment. But
I got one teenager. That's the only one. I have one teenager. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Started about
James.
25.
Go ahead, James. Mute Sonya.
I consider a hoe being a long-handled garden tool with a thin metal blade used mainly for weeding and breaking up soil. Oh, I thought you were talking about a hoe. A female or male hoe, my bad. I look at it like this. If you sleep around with no regards of feelings, and that's any individual, I consider that as a hoe because you just don't care. You just don't put your feelings, put your feelings involved. And if you're sleeping with more than 3 or more at the same time, that could be considered a hoe.
Or an orgy.
It could be an orgy. It could be an orgy. That's a good time.
Hey,
Touchdown.
Well, I change that. I'm not a hoe then.
yeah, you did.
I changed that. I ain't no hoe.
You can't change that in the middle of the game.
But we all
have to have.
But we all.
If James put it like that, I ain't no hoe.
Go ahead,
Judge,
Ike. Go ahead, Ike.
We all.
Why do you have to have feelings in it in order to have sex?
You gotta have feelings. But I said, if there is no feelings in it, and you're sleeping with 3 or more people, one would look at you as a hoe, but that's your own individual right to do whatever you want. But if you go out and tell someone, hey, yeah, I have sex with 3 or 4 people, I don't have no feeling with them. I have sex with 3 or 4 people within a month. Someone might consider you a hoe. That's a man.
Maintenance man.
I don't know. I just, hey, trust me. If you're a whore and you're a prostitute and you making money, ain't no feeling in there but the green. So I disagree with that.
No,
that's still someone will still call them a hoe.
Well,
they will say, you know what? That's a fine thing to do. You're an upstanding citizen. Keep up the good work. I hope to be just like you one day.
Hey,
I think that every woman that is single should have a steady maintenance man, but he can't be broke.
That's not a hoe.
No. I mean, I do steady maintenance men because see, when I'm in a time of need, you don't want to be trying out, a rookie, and that is what we cannot do.
You need a veteran.
Not over here.
You need a veteran. You need a veteran.
But we got someone with their hand up on the screen.
Go ahead, Jesus.
Yeah. I need a veteran.
God does not want us to have sex without being married.
Lord have mercy. Mute Jamal. Mute Jamal. Please mute Jamal. This is getting juicy. Mute Jamal. Hey.
Let me get my finger in the camera. Jesus.
Oh, I'm glad you cleared that up by getting your finger in the. I'm glad you cleared that
Jesus.
up.
You know what? First of all, we all know that you do things quietly. You tiptoe around Savannah and all Riceboro, Hinesville, all them places,
Brunswick.
nice and quietly,
Yeah.
sir.
I just take the word. I just go share the word. I just share the word.
Yeah.
I share the word.
You know, I mean,
I share the word.
That's you sound like one of them brothers. Like I'm just gonna put the tip in.
Oh Lord, going deep. Hey, that's on a devil subject. But this is what I consider a hoe. A hoe is a hoe, and Shondell Jones said she was a hoe.
A classy one. You got to put that classy in there.
A classy hoe.
A classy.
Classy, sassy.
You are who you are. You know, you are who you are. If you're a hoe, but I'm telling you right now, if you're a hoe, be good at it. At the end of the day, just be good at it. You know. So let's produce the next subject. We get too hot. Jamal Sweat. He ain't sit up yet. Hey, now I think y'all love this here, ladies. I think y'all love this here. Are men more sensitive than women?
Yes.
Go ahead, Trisha. Go now, Trisha. Damn, happy birthday, Trisha. Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean. Answer that.
They are. They act all hard and everything, but they're not.
Why you think that?
Because they're not.
Well, tell me why.
They're just more sensitive than us. They want to act like they're hard and everything, but they're not.
Give me a sample.
You.
Hey, showcaster. Hey, I'm tired of y'all getting over the other damn hoes.
Case closed.
I had enough of that.
I told you.
Me, Sonya, you, Jake. You know what? Producers, show go over. Cancer. Let's go.
No. It's America After Dark with Judge Ike Brown. That's what I told you.
I'm telling y'all.
Right here. That's supposed to right now.
If you mess with any of them Leo men are very sensitive. They be in their damn feelings more than they be in their damn bed. They just always in their feelings for real, you know. So you got to stroke them, you know, very kindly. You talk harsh to them, tell them to get it that way, or you want nothing last night, you know, say something like that. They crying for 10 weeks, you know. 10 whole weeks. 10.
It's called allergies. It's called allergies.
No, sir.
You got two Leo mans on here. You got Jamal and me. We Leos now.
Right. That's what I said. It's called allergies.
It's called allergies. I gotta answer my phone.
It's called allergies, Sonya. Hey, what about you, James?
Well, a sensitive man, brother. Let's talk about it. A sensitive man have certain calmness about himself. He's confident in his own skin and have been taught to understand value as well as feelings for others. So sometimes a sensitive person is a good thing because you want to be considerate to others. You want to reach out to others. But at the same time, if you go around bitching and crying about money, life, and complaining all the time, then yes, your Aztec is sensitive.
Yeah. Boy, you sound like damn Siri.
Okay, it's preach, boy, preach.
Hey, Sean, he sound like Siri. Siri, what time it is?
Well, you got 9 minutes for
I know it.
You got 9 minutes.
You will hope that you have a sensitive man instead of the man beating on you.
Yeah.
A sensitive man gonna hold back, take a walk. Go to a local bar, have something to drink, then come back home and beat you down after he apologized.
Yeah.
Well, I would rather a man in the middle that he ain't complaining all the damn time like a punk. Don't be a punk. You know, I mean, I need you to if you leading and guiding and you crying at the same time, we gonna have issues. I mean, I can't do a crying man.
I ain't got no money. My life is good.
Yeah.
You know what, Sonya? Yeah, hey, all y'all, hey, you know what? I ain't getting mad with you, Sonya, because I totally agree. And you too, Sean. I'm sensitive, but I'm not no bitch sensitive. You know, I'm sensitive, you know, when it comes to, you know, I get when you hurt my feeling or whatever, then I want to get back at you. You know, and little things get me and I want to get back to you. But when it comes to, you know, I'm sensitive, but I'm firm too. You know, if I had to cuss you butt out, then I cuss you out. You know, I have a little sensitive moment, but I have a beat the butt moment too.
You'll cry in a minute.
I cried in a minute. That's right. Hey, I can cry today. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Low drop.
Me trying to have dinner today, man. I started crying. And she said, man, you don't cry in the restaurant. I said, yes, I do. But I'm passionate. I'm passionate. I cry. I do. Because I'm a loving person, and I wear my sleeve on my shoulder, and I'm emotional and everything. And me, Jamar the same way. He don't want to talk about it, but Jamar is sensitive. He don't like nobody talking about him. He don't like nobody say run and tell that. You know, he's a very intelligent young man that need a woman to love him and play with his ears. And that's how we are.
And give him a piece of chicken.
But no, that boy had 10 pieces of chicken at the party. They were loaded.
That's why I ain't got no chicken. And hell, I cooked the chicken.
And you cooked the chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, that's right. Leo too did not round to her and say, yeah, you're right. You know, man, Mr. Mr. Ivan is my agent. He's coming out with American After Dark footwear, American After Dark socks, American After Dark watches, cologne. I thank you, Mr. Ivan. I'll see you next week, and we can get this online called American After Dark Lead Jamar Out. That's what it's called. Miss Producer, next subject, please.
See, you skipped over me, but that's fine. I'm not going to be No, go on. Just because we ain't got but 20 more minutes. We just on the air for an hour.
Oh, no, we ain't.
Do what you do.
You don't tell me what time we on the air.
Yeah, that was you. Oh, no, that what you had said. We're going to be on for an hour. That you had said. You said the message I said going to be an hour. That you had said.
No, hey.
I'm leaving in an hour. I'm leaving in 20 minutes.
Hey, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna stay your butt there and you leave when I tell you to leave in the contract. Don't stop me. Don't stop me. Now answer the question. Are you sensitive?
Hell no.
Good answer, Javon. Good answer.
Hey, all right, Miss Producer, let's move on to the next subject, please. Let's move on to the next subject. And we going with this here. And we're going to keep it 2 minutes. Open mic. What do you consider a good leader? Jamal, what do you consider a good leader?
Van Johnson.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen. Lord. Hey, Jay, what do you consider a good leader?
Hold on. Van Johnson, Herschel Walker.
And I guess Donald Trump too.
Herschel Walker ain't never been no policeman.
And
Not in the state of Atlanta.
But Sean, you good, girl. That's why you is American After Dark first lady.
Hey, I'm just gonna say he had 800 employees. He had but 8.
Keep it going, girl.
He said he was the chief of police in Cobb County. They had no records of him.
That's not a good leader.
What?
What do you consider a good what?
A good leader.
And Jesus said, "Who? Van Johnson
and Herschel Walker."
Yeah.
He always trying to start.
What's that?
Hey,
why did you say who was considered a good liar?
Hey,
Yeah, that must be what he heard.
hey, hold on for a minute, Sonya. I'm telling you right now. Shondell got him. Sean, you gonna come on the Rabble on Wednesday. Sean broke it down on Hershey commercial. Girl, you paying attention.
Oh yeah.
Hey. So Jay, what do you consider a good leader?
Someone who can follow, someone that wouldn't ask you to do something that they wouldn't do. And I can reflect back to just my own personal as a supervisor. So I wouldn't ask you to do something that I wouldn't do. And a good leader also can take orders as well as give orders. That way you're definitely going to have a follower. Now, I don't want to get into the politics and the realm of this and the realm of that, but a good leader that shows compassion to the people, a good leader that would help his employees, pay his employees, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can go on and on and on. But someone that can follow definitely can make a good leader.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Sonya?
2 minutes.
I consider Senator
Van
Cheney.
Johnson.
I consider Senator Cheney a good leader, and the reason why is because
Liz
Cheney.
Liz, okay. All right.
Because she was not afraid of losing her position for her stance.
Yeah.
You know, and that is, you know, I salute her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
And she able to maintain that, and that's only during her political run. Because that's not like a person that's leading and not expanding on her qualities. She might be a good leader for 4 years and probably raise hell after her term is up.
I don't know. Look, Jay, hold on. I pick it back on that. I pick it back.
Trump in 2023. 2023.
back
Trump
on,
in 2023.
I pick it back on what you said, so Liz. I mean, she was the only Republican, the only lady Republican was in Trump, but she stand up to that little punk. He's a punk. He's a coward. He's got a little D-Valley. That's why he having issues. His first wife left him because of that, and then the second wife gonna leave because she's in Russia. She left him. He don't know how to treat a woman. He don't know how to treat this country. He don't know how to treat nobody but himself. And at the end of the day, he's a coward. He's a gutless young man, and that's all I got to say. My thing with this about a leader is about vision and responsibility and not power.
Exactly.
Okay? A leader is not Van Johnson. A leader is not Herschel Walker.
Not.
A leader is not Donald Trump. A leader is America After Dark that don't want this country to be the best that it can be, and tell our black people just follow us and we're gonna be okay. That's what it is. But hey, they done left, so I guess it's us. Oh, y'all don't come back. Hey, so
And they back.
and Jamal left because he knew I was telling the truth. That's just like him. That's how he do, Sonya. When it get
That's not a
heated up.
good leader, brother. That's not a good leader.
No, that's not a
Jamal
good leader
is a
because he
switch out.
always want to punk out and leave when he know for a fact that he's wrong. He wanna stand up for Herschel Walker, stand up for Van Johnson. Jamal, you need to stand up for yourself and stop running away political correct.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do.
Stand up
Mr.
for
Rogers.
these black people that you teach about. You know,
Right.
like that. You know, I mean,
I'm not
because
black.
when you got a black male trying to sell the Weeping Time property, I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what? I'm gonna say
You
this-
should be hiding your face. He should be hiding
Right.
his face
Hide
too.
your face.
You should be
out.
ashamed.
Yeah. Van
Shame,
Johnson should be
shame,
hiding his
shame,
face.
purple
You should
shame.
be hiding your face. All of y'all.
I cannot be on any shows that discuss this type of stuff.
Shame,
The statements
shame,
by
shame.
America After Dark and his guests regarding Mayor Van Johnson are solely their opinions. It is not the opinion of Issa.
mute,
So I
mute
cannot be on their
Jamal,
shows.
Mute Mute Jamal. Mute Jamal. Mute
Bernard,
Jamal.
let Jamal talk because he need to come by the CDC tomorrow and see me because he acting like he got the COVID over there. And leave Jamal alone, Bernard.
I do have COVID. I do have COVID. I got it from a hoe.
Hey, the first time you get the hole, and she give you COVID. The first time you get the hole, she give you COVID.
Yeah.
What happened when you get it from a bad hole?
Was it your girlfriend, mama?
Well, see, now I'm going to let you know. It was my girlfriend's mom, a church member. They're both ushers. They're both ushers. They're both ushers.
All right, man. Who didn't answer the question? We done got unfocused. Everybody done answer the question? We done got unfocused here. Hey, it's commercial time. Commercial time.
Put a commercial.
Time. Hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in on America After Dark. We want to thank everybody for tuning in on all our shows. Our Black Media, YouTube, Instagram. We want everybody to tune in with us on Roku TV. That we going in September 2022. We want everybody to subscribe for it, send us money. Hit president of Our Black Media, Julius Hall. He know the Cash App and everything. Hey, what we finna do now, Miss Producer? Why don't you put up all those comments? And I think probably James can see it. I can't really see it. But put up all those comments so we can recognize the people who commented on America After Dark. There you go. What that say, JB?
The hoe who took him under the room and gave him crabs. I think that was a few shows back when he got crabs from his ex-girlfriend's mama.
No, it's my girlfriend's mama. And so now my girlfriend's mama, a church member who's also an usher, gave me COVID.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Jamal, you a hoe.
I knew it was one of them. Herschel Walker said he was an FBI agent.
for Atlanta, for Cobb County, but they had no record of him.
You know what? He is an idiot.
Yes, he is.
I'm talking about that idiot.
And a liar.
That part.
Hold on. Ike's Corner will be back in 2 weeks. Ike's Corner will be back in 2 weeks when we get on Ruco. So Ike's Corner is taking 2 weeks off.
All right.
Hey,
so read that.
Son, you have to let a man be a man and act a fool, especially on his 60th birthday.
Wait a minute, baby. You talking about me? You talking about me?
Yeah, it's talking about you.
It's your 60th birthday, so you can act a fool. You can act crazy. You can do whatever you want because that's your day.
Boy, you got the mic.
And
We
she said,
that you made it.
and she said because Bernard is a hoe.
No.
Don't start nothing.
Hey, Sean, get him,
50 on one
Sean.
in the house. 50 on one in the house.
Get him,
50 on one
Sean.
in the
Get him,
house.
Sean.
Don't start none, won't be none.
Just remember,
And-
he also a garden tool, Bernard, as a hoe. So
That's it. A God too.
And the other commercial is that we support the city charter. We support the city charter. That means we support our mayor, Van Johnson, our hero
Go ahead, Jay. Next
of America After Dark.
by the time y'all come back, they miss you, Sonya. They miss you, Sean. They see us every week, Jesus and Bernard and I. So they miss the ladies.
Yeah. We miss y'all, lady. Hey, y'all officially is First Ladies of America After Dark. Y'all officially First Lady of America After Dark. And Jamal is the first gentleman that's going to be getting put off America After Dark. And I'm just saying.
Bernard, I got a question just came in on the ticker. They want to know, can Sonya actually play the piano in the back? And Sonya, I got a live ticker here. Comments come in live. And that was one of the comments.
Hey,
They
all
want
right.
you play the piano.
Hey, like I say, I want everybody to support all our show on ATR Media. We got Sonya who with the raffles, and we got Jamal who's running Tail Land, and we got America After Dark, and we got James with America After Dark, and we got Shondell Jones. She's the First Lady of America After Dark. I thank y'all for being y'all, the producer, and everybody. Miss Producer, next subject, please. Don't touch us. Don't touch us. Hey, here we go. Would you rather be a teacher or a parent? Would you rather be a teacher or a parent? What about you, Jesus?
I'm both of them.
Damn. Okay. and why? And go with it. Why? Hey, Jamal, let me say this here. I don't mean to, let me tell you right now. This is a new
you
show.
interrupted me.
No, let me tell you. This is a new show, new time. All this one word, like you running for office or something, you better go ahead and add some more to that. I'm telling you, all this one word political correct bull ass. Now, why would you want to be a teacher and a parent and keep going on that?
Because I teach and I have hundreds of young people and older people that I've taught, and they're like my family. So I feel like they are my children, and so I'm their parent. So I look out for them and whatever in all endeavors that they engage in. I have to be there for them. But then I understand my job is to try to plant seeds, just like Kira's blowing up. She's going into entertainment, and so she'll be soaring. And then all the rest of them, then with regards to Tiffany being a journalist, and that she's able to create and craft and give information to the people. So I feel like a parent. I am proud that they are doing great, that they're doing great things, that I just sit back and marvel at the greatness that they have done. So I am both.
Yeah. And you know what? That was a beautiful, beautiful answer. Why would I have to get on you like that? You did good. What about you? Good, Sean, what about you?
I feel like I am a parent and a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a parent to my daughter, and she's doing really, really well. And I'm a teacher to the clients that I transport.
Right.
You know, I teach them everything about what's right and what's wrong, and I mean they listen to me, so I feel like I'm their parent too.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, absolutely. What about you, JB?
I'd rather be a teacher like Joe Clark. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with the kids now. Most of these teachers, and especially now during this pandemic, they don't even want to teach. They need more teachers. They don't even want to go to. They don't even want to go up to the school. The kids are getting out of hand. They're losing their D mind, and the teachers are afraid of the kids. So me, I'd rather be a teacher to show some discipline. You come in my class, you're going to learn. You come in my class, you're going to listen, because you done sent your kid to school for me to watch them for about 5 hours. Well, guess what? They my kids. They're my kids.
Okay.
Half of the time, the parents don't even come up to the school.
Exactly.
Parents don't even help them with their homework. They don't even have no after-school program. So once they get out of the class, the teacher jump in their car and go home, and God knows what the kids are doing. I'd rather be a teacher. So I would stay after school. I would keep the kids after school so that they can learn something, so they don't have to be worried about being in front of a gun.
That's true. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree, Jane.
Yeah.
Because I'm a I would want. I'm a parent, but I would want to be a teacher. I have been a teacher in the past, but these the new parents ain't about nothing. I mean, they ain't about nothing. They won't show up. They won't show up at PTA meetings, and they definitely won't show up even if the teachers call them and say your child is having a problem in school. You know, my son hates me because I tell my teachers, call me. I'll be there in 15 minutes. And because I work from home, that is a reality.
Right.
And he's in the 11th grade now. And trust and believe, we done had the talk before, you know, he starts back school Monday. And I already told him, I said, if I get one phone call from your school next year, I promise you I'll be sitting in the back, right in the back of you, with my damn laptop and doing my work while you do your work, you know.
Yeah.
And he knows that is a thing, because when he was at Savannah Classical, I was that parent. and I still am that parent. You know.
Yeah. And you're right.
We need more of those parents.
Yeah. And absolutely, every last one of y'all had great answer to everything. And you're right. With me, I'd rather be both, but I'd rather be a parent, because if I was a teacher, I probably don't kill all these students at the end of the day. But you're right. And like I said on Wednesday, when it comes to parents, I think, to be honest, I think we should kind of like lighten up on some of the parents, because at the end of the day, it's kids raising kids. Kids raising kids at the end of the day. Kids trying to teach kids Black history, and they don't know Black history. Kids trying to teach kids how to spell, and they don't know how to spell. So
but
I think
how long
teachers,
Bernard Brown, how
teachers,
long do you rest on your past until you say, hey, you know what? I know that I didn't learn this growing up. Hell, my dad went out of school in the 4th grade. My mother, she had her RN her license by the time she got out of high school. So she never had to go on to college. So if I would have rested on my parents and what they didn't teach me and stuff like that, how could I have raised my 6 kids to go on beyond that?
Right, and I
made a conscious decision. And these parents need to start making conscious decisions that after I have a child, there's no more, I can be a child. No, you can't be a child, because you made grown-up decisions.
Yeah, and you're right, Sonia, and I agree with what you're saying too. But if you 12 years old having a baby, and the baby, what 2 months, and all of a sudden you 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, so the baby probably be 4 years old, and you 15 years old trying to. So I understand what you're saying. It go both ways. It go both ways. But you got to realize too, you growing up back in the days, you was more responsible. Even though you was a baby having your kids, you was more grown up responsible. So I understand what you're saying. But at the end of the day, we are as a Black community, a community, we need to reach out and help everybody, not just saying leave it on somebody else. Because when we was growing up, like they say, it take a village to raise a kid. At the end of the day, so I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, Sean, Jesus, James, and everything. But at the end of the day, it was a good subject, and we just keep praying to help our community and try to make it better than what it is. And if you see somebody need help. And I'm a firm believer like this here. If you see something, say something. Period. Miss Producer, next subject, please. Hey, nobody got time for no. Let's go with inquiring mind want to know. Inquiring mind want to know. Are you who you are, Jamal? Are you who you are, Jamal? Are you just Jamal? Tell me.
I'm just me. I'm just a humble soul who try to make their way in this world to help people, to help his family.
And
our Black Media Network.
This boy, can somebody go to 2565 and pick this boy up and take him back to Memorial Hospital? And what about you, Sean? Are you who you are?
I can't be nobody else but me.
Right. Yeah.
Loving person, love everybody. I'm just me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be nobody else but me. Ain't gonna be nobody else but me.
Yeah. And you're right, Sean. I'm gonna pick it back on you. Is Shondell, she have always, what you see is what you get with her. She always been that way. She always been a hoe.
A good one.
A good one.
Put that in there. I'm a good one.
Sean. Sean. when you come to our house, man, it's like, hey, first class, you know what I'm saying? And she always, that's how she is, man. She just is loving person and keeping it real. She loved to laugh, she fun, she loved to, it's just the way you is, and I truly appreciate that, Sean. Not saying that because you're my sister, I'm just keeping it real. And I do. Hey, what about you, JB?
Well, up until August the 19th, that was yesterday, right? Up until yesterday, I could have gave you that answer and said, yes, I am who I am, and I'm glad to be who I am, and I know everything there is to know about myself. But I found out something on yesterday that really blew my mind, and I might have to talk about this away from the cameras because it was something that I saw, that I typed up, and I saw it in the Bible. And when I saw it, I'm 58 years old, and I was wrong for 58 years. I've been wrong for 58 years, even by the pastors. Some of the things I didn't even know, even at home. And I went to church every Sunday, and I found out some things in that Bible that.
Well, tell us what you found out. Tell us what you found out.
That blew me away because if I tell you, then it's going to be an open discussion. I don't know how long you have.
No. Listen,
but
this America After Dark, James. Tell us.
Actually, the show's at the end at 11 o'clock.
Hey, Jamal, don't disregard what Jamal said. James, when I say it in. James, tell us what you found in the Bible.
I found out that
God said that no one should talk against Herschel V. Jenkins High School. And if they do, they're damned to hell.
Well, y'all got your butt ass. You got a beating last night, so
but we wanted to fight.
But
we wanted to fight.
Hey, we want to hear what James found out.
Go ahead, James.
I'd rather talk to America After Dark once the show is over. That way, I know whether you allow me to say it, and then I'll talk about it next week. So I just want to say that.
No,
you acting like Jamal now. You acting like Jamal with that political correct bull. Tell us what you find in the holy book of Bible. St. James, John the Third, or whatever. Tell us what you found.
There's no compulsion in religion. You can't force somebody when it comes to that. He will tell you next week.
Jamal. Let me tell you something right now, Jamal. Mute Jamal. You don't tell me what I say about the Bible. You just sit there and eat your popcorn and enjoy the show. Go ahead, James.
Like Jamal said, brother, I just and we're trying to keep it short. So I'll tell you off the.
Mute James. Go ahead, Sonia. Mute James.
That blew me away. So that's all I want to say. That's true.
No.
I don't often give a moment to talk.
That's right. Mute him. And you're right, P. You're right. So James has lost his right to say anything about the Holy Bible. Go ahead, Sonia.
I have to be one person for my corporate life, and one person for you guys, because it's not acceptable. How I do it. But I make it all work.
Yeah.
You're right. You ain't snitching, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't want to stimulate anymore. Y'all notice I don't wear my hair straight and all that kind of foolishness.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, son. You know what? The one thing I can say about you always. You a version of me. You keep it real. You keep it straight up. Sometimes we cuss too much and Jews get on about that. And sometimes we use the N-word and we sorry about that. But you keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's wrong with James in the Bible, but he need to come back next week and explain.
Well, Sonia just said it. The realness. And when you discover realness, then you want to be who you are naturally. And that's what Sonia doing.
But James, you never say. You discovered something in the Bible. You the one brought it up. You discover something in the
I
Bible,
don't wanna-
and you're scared to explain what you
because
discovered.
it's not a
He's
too
not
many
afraid.
questions. It's not a too many questions. So that's why I want to talk to you away from the show.
Well, why you brought it
That
up
way,
then?
I was giving you a brief synopsis of. I wasn't going to dive into my question. You
Let me
asked
tell you something.
You asked me if I am the person I think I am, and I told you I thought I was up until August the 19th because I discovered something that I saw in the Bible, and I left it at that.
Listen,
So I don't want to expand on that because you don't have the time.
listen. If you didn't discover that you was gay or whatever, anything like that, then we don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Bring up the Bible. I'm just saying. So I'm not gonna say this here. Jamal, why you got your hand up? What you want? What you want?
I was just going to share something.
It's about the Bible?
Yeah, 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 yeah. One of the things that hurt many of us and then damaged a lot of us, and that's why I threw it up there to say that when people, especially when it comes to spirituality and comes to religion, that just like when he said, I want to talk to you first about it and then give it to you, and people say, no, you got to do it right now. That what people don't realize that there's not supposed to be any compulsion, any forcing in religion. But what we do, we go and adapt it that we think, because I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there to the audience out there. Many of you think that because you can force somebody to believe and do things the way that you want it to be done, and you think that's right. And people think that's scripture. No, it's not that scripture. It's up to that person's soul, that person now to go and speak. I was just throwing it out there because see now. That's why, for me, I'm going to tell folks straight up, you can't tell me to do anything that I don't want to do. When I want to go and do it, that's when I go and do it. But we don't apply that when it comes to spirituality. But your spirituality is supposed to be who you are totally.
Right. And I understand what you're saying, Jamal.
So that's why when the warriors come after you, Bernard, understand that's been ordained by God to come after you.
We should have just waited.
And I understand what you're saying, Jamal. And at the end of the day, first of all, Jamal, you don't get in family business, man. I know my damn brother. You don't get in family business. You know what I'm saying? He has the right to say,
Jamal.
If I ask him to say it, he said, you already all in our business, this family business, Jamal. So you just need to butt your Bible and move on some way. This family business, okay?
Thank you, Jamal.
Telling me about religion and all that shit. This family business. You don't jump in our business.
Don't be talking to him like that. You know he's sensitive. Stop.
And so that means don't be talking about Van Johnson, motherfucker. Oh, sorry. So don't say nothing about Van Johnson. Don't say nothing about Van Johnson. That's family right there. So you don't say nothing about him. So y'all keep your mouth shut. You don't say nothing about Van Johnson. Nah.
Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Ooh, I'm shaking.
You about to get all the way booted off of every show that Julius Hall got.
Hey, Mr. Dugan, let's move on. Next subject, please.
Thank you, America After Dark, and we'll discuss this off the record, and that way I know whether to bring this on your show because the question would not be a laughing matter, so it wouldn't be all this he and hawing over my question because my question is a serious question and it's going to make you think, and it might blow some of y'all mind the way it did mine. So we'll discuss this off the clock, and if you decide to bring it on next week, then if you don't mind, we'll make it one of your questions.
Okay, so next show going to be Bishop Judge Ike going to talk about the Bible. All right, so
Lord.
Hey, Mr. Producer, next subject, boy, you're doing a good job. Hey, next subject is this. Let's see.
Are you getting hot? Because you rubbing your neck and stuff like that. You feel like you're in hell right now?
Hey, I'm feeling good, man. I had a nice dinner. I'm trust me, I'm feeling good. I'm looking good, and
y'all about to go to Bernard's house?
Next subject, please.
Y'all about to go to Bernard's house? Y'all about to take him out? Okay, cool. Wait till after the show's over with, even though it should have been over at 11 o'clock. Okay, yeah. Peace.
Hey,
2 hours.
This subject for me. Hey, nobody got time for what? I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna be the first one to take this one. Nobody got time for what? I ain't got time for Jamal talking about Van Johnson. I ain't got time for Jamal talking about Herschel Walker. I ain't got time for Jamal talking about the Warriors that got beat the hell out of them last night. I just ain't got time for Jamal. Period. Go ahead, James.
I ain't got time for a woman talking about she'd rather have a C-section than get a knee replacement. I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for foolishness. I ain't got time for America trying to censor me and Jamal on a serious question on the previous question. We ain't got time for that. If the man said that he'll discuss his issue next week, and he's done with it. If Jesus himself come down here and tell you, quit it, you will listen. So why not listen to a man of God like me and Jamal? We are sons of God. So when we tell you we'll discuss it next week, then that's what we'll do. And the reason I'm bitten because the ladies are not on here now. They done faded out into the black, and Sonya faded out altogether. So we'll discuss my previous issue next week if it's okay with America After Dark to put that as one of his questions. It's something that I've saw in the Bible that was profound and the truth, and something that I was thinking all these years was the truth and found out that it wasn't the truth. So I want to see if you allow me to expand on that. Not a whole lot, because if we want to expand on the Bible, we'll be here for probably the next 4 or 5 years on this show, 24/7. But if you allow me just to expand about 3 to 5 minutes, then maybe I can get some feedback from you, Jamal, and whoever else on the show to let me know, hey, you are absolutely right. That is the truth. And I'm sorry that you was wrong for 58 years. But guess what? It's a beautiful thing when you can wake the mind up and find something. So that's all I was saying on the last question.
Okay, well, shit. Well, damn, you sound like a real life commercial. And I want to apologize to you. And I give you your time. Matter of fact, I will let you discuss it on Ice Corner next week. If that's okay with you,
well,
Lil Jamal?
Ice Corner
okay with you, Lil Jamal?
But he said Ice Corner 2 weeks. So Ty, you trying to force him again? He said 2 weeks Ice Corner.
Ice Corner be back when we go to Ruco. Ice Corner take 2 weeks off to build up some material.
Let me tell y'all something right now. First of all, let me tell you this here. First of y'all, I don't know who the hell y'all two think y'all is trying to run something. Y'all ain't running nothing here.
That's sorry, I'm glad you didn't hear all of that.
Hey, y'all ain't running nothing here. Hey, next week, Ike Corner will talk about the Bible. Period. It ain't no 2 weeks. You talking about it next week. Hey, Sonya, how you doing? I'm glad you're back. I'm sorry. We had a little boys talk.
That's all right, because I'm busy cussing my son out.
Okay, well, you should have put that on America After Dark and let's see it.
Shit. Y'all don't want to hear this. Y'all ain't even about that life.
Hey.
Sonya, why, mama? Why? He loves you.
Hey, we got 3 more questions, and
Don't
then
give him
Jamal can
a
go to
hug.
sleep. Hey, Miss Producer, next subject, please. Next subject, please. Next subject, please. And like this here. But for the real thought, what do you bring to the table in a relationship? What do you bring to the table in a relationship? James, what do you bring to the table?
First thing I bring, I let her know I got a job. That's the first. That's the first thing I let her know, that I love to work. I have seen my daddy get up and go to work when I was a kid in days where it was raining. And on those days that it snowed, it wasn't that many snow days in Savannah, but when it did snow, I saw my daddy getting up, going to work at midnight. So I'll let that person know that I am a hard worker because I saw it firsthand as a child. So I do have a job. Second, I make okay money so that I can hold my own. I don't have to ask you for anything because I hold my own. Thirdly, we both can join whatever we have together to build a relationship. Once we build a relationship, now we getting to know each other. Now I'm getting to know a little bit about you. You getting to know a little bit about me. And fourth, I like you now, and you like me. Fifth, guess what? We in love now. We in love because we done went through some storms. We done hold hands. We loving each other. We treating each other right. We got a good job. We making money. And guess what? Now I want to marry. So now I'm married. So with me being married, now I'm really giving it my all because I'm not out in those streets like Sonia said. Got to get out of those streets. I'm not in those streets, so now I'm showing commitment. I'm showing passion. I'm showing love. I'm showing trust. I'm showing all those things that a woman always asks about when they in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship and they trying to find a man that can marry them. So relationship to me is combining all those good things, the good and the bad, the worst times and the good times, and making it all work. And then you get a touchdown on that.
There you go. Touchdown. Hey, Miss Producer, can you let Shondell in back on the show? She's backstage, Miss Producer. There she go. Boy, my producer is on 1501.
In the house.
Hey, James, you absolutely right. So, sorry.
And I'm not gay, Bernard.
I know you ain't little young fella. Hey.
Not saying nothing, ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't judge people. I love whoever you are. I love you. I ain't Jamaica. I just want to clear that up.
Yeah, hey, and I understand that, and I'm glad you cleared that on America After Dark, but don't you be stick to the script. Don't be interrupted. Stick to the script. Hey, Sonia, hey, what do you bring to the table in a relationship, Sonia?
I bring everything to the relationship, man. I mean, I'm educated. I make well beyond what decent people make. You know, I cook, I clean. You know, I got my own car, and I think that intimidates most average men. So, yeah. So I think that I'm at a disadvantage because I bring too much to the table.
Right.
You know, I need to start telling these Negroes, I need.
Right,
you know?
right.
And then
and
they
what you probably need to do,
run us away.
And what you probably need to do, Sonia, you probably need to take some plates and forks off the table, and you'll be okay.
Oh no, because they don't get invited to my damn house. Let's go ahead and get that straightened right here and now.
They don't have a piano at your house, in it.
No. You cannot put your feet up under my table unless, unless you pay to put your feet up under my table. So, that's gonna be a definite no. Yeah.
What about you, Sean?
We meet out.
Hey, what you bring to the table, Sean?
Me? Me, myself, and I.
Okay.
I don't have to bring anything to the table because my husband takes care of everything.
Okay. All right. Well, shit.
I'm glad
if he needs me to bring something to the table, I am there to bring it to the table.
Right. What about you, Jesus?
As far as me bringing anything to the table, I don't have to bring anything to the table because he brings everything to the table.
Right. And you know what? And you absolutely right. And that's why you smiling and and being the whole that you are. I appreciate that. What about you, Jesus? Jesus? First of all, I got to get this one. Jesus, wait a minute, Jesus. First, I want to ask you this question. What you bring to the table besides political correct and Jacob Warrior? So what you bring to the table, Jesus?
I bring myself to the table. I bring my commitment. I bring my loyalty. I bring my girlfriend, her mama, and her church member. So we can have an orgy. That's what I bring to the table.
Damn, boy. That sounds like Thanksgiving.
No, that don't sound like no Thanksgiving to me. That sounds like the man needs to be in court.
Lord,
And
have mercy.
arrested in 10 states.
Let me ask you a question, Jesus.
Messiah, as beautiful as your home is, if a man walk in your home and see how beautiful your home is, he's going to look around and say, wow, the lady that I'm seeing look like she got it going on. So I can't come half stepping. I got to make sure that I can take care of my own too and let her know, hey, it ain't about what you got. I can be that man for you. But if they can't put their foot up underneath your table, they'll never be there to see how you're living.
No, I mean, you got to get past you got to get up to the door first, because I got to trust you enough to invite you to my home. These women that just invite, folk that they only known for 2 weeks to their house, I don't understand that. I've never understood that. That's how you find folk dead.
Okay, well, I'm glad you cleared that up. I'm glad you cleared that up. So,
yeah.
In other words, if he can show something before not so much before he get to your home, if he can show you that he is a man, that he is a good man, then yes, you are welcome to be a part of this.
Yeah, but they never make it past. I promise you, I haven't met one that made it past the 6-week mark. Not one.
Like you said, that's a good thing, because most women just bring people to their house and won't see them again.
Yeah, they kids don't need to know everybody that. Yeah, your kids don't need to know everybody that you know. You know. So I respect him.
Right, and you're absolutely right. With me, I'm like, shit. I bring breakfast, lunch, and dinner to the table. You know what I'm saying? I bring the whole and dessert to the table. And
sucking toes.
And sucking toes. And do more than sucking toes. But you got to have the same thing with like I said, I only been with, basically, to be honest, and Sean, I've been with one woman for 34 years, but another one for almost 5 years. And every last one on, we brought the same thing to the table, and that's the table, and we ate off that table. So, like when Sean said, providing everything, we good. And we lucky, Sean and Jane. And I don't know about Jamal and Sonia personal life, so I ain't going there. But I know about James and Sean personal life, and we lucky to have people that our mates in our lives that bring the same thing that we bring. And we get along with it. Yes, I'm a handful. Yes, I cuss people out. Yes, I don't like to follow rules. Yes, it done bust me on my head. Yes, it done did all that to me and everything, and I just kept smiling and everything. But at the end of the day, if you ain't got somebody that bring the same thing to that table, they don't need to be sitting to that table.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask the guys a question.
Yes, P.
Would y'all rather a woman that brings equal to the table, or would you rather a woman that depends on you for their sustenance? Tell me that.
I'd rather woman. To be honest, I'd rather a woman just to bring me honesty, trust, and believe in. And I don't want. My mom and dad always say, what you do in the dark will come to light. I don't want no what you do in the dark and it come to light. And at the end of the day, I want a woman that's going to bring me love, compassion. You can be, I'm like that. You can be broke as hell. I don't care. But if you show that, hey, I'm there with you. I'm your ride or die. I'm your best friend.
Take care of the rest.
Hey, and I'm your best friend. And I got you, baby Nod. Hey, I have 2 women that told me that and God in heaven truth on this show, and they were absolutely correct. Trust me. So at the end of the day, that's all I want. That's all I want. I don't need no woman to bring me shit, but love, compassion, honesty, trust, and be my best friend. Period.
And that's all my husband asking me.
Yep.
That's it.
Well, most of us can recognize begging and getting over and being deceitful. We can recognize that. And once we recognize that, we don't. Some of us don't care for it. if you do care for it, then that means you both are dysfunctional, and that's the kind of relationship you want. But you don't have to have much. I've been in some relationship. I didn't even have much, but that person accepted me because I was caring and giving and had a good heart and showed them myself versus this. Mm-hmm. And so you don't really have to have much. Now, do you need to have something? And what I mean by something, that means the something is the substance of the heart. You don't need no evil be.
Yeah.
You don't need no pushover woman. Because if a woman is a pushover and the woman is easy, she out in the streets. You won't defend you when things getting bad, and you don't know what she's doing when you're not at home.
Yeah.
But
you're right. You're right.
I never asked for a woman who had a whole lot. Especially if I saw that woman trying to get there the same way we try to get there, In
600 feet,
because we can get knocked over the head and have to get ourselves back up. When we walk out that door for a black man, he got to worry about the police. He got to worry about ready coming home. He got to worry about this and that on the job. The black man got a lot of shit to worry about when he walk out of that door.
Yeah.
So the last thing he need to be worrying about is a woman.
Is his woman.
Woman. You're right.
And what that woman is doing. So she don't have to have much, Sonya. She don't have to have much, Sonya, but I do recognize if she's begging and trying to get over and be deceitful.
Yeah, you're right. And you said a mouthful again.
Yeah, I ain't lying. Touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
That's
a touchdown. You couldn't say no better than that. What about you, Jamal? Answer Sonya's question, Jamal. Repeat it, Sonya, because he wasn't listening.
I know he heard me. I was saying, does a woman have to come with equal to what you come with to the table, or would you like a woman to be in a position of needing you?
For me, I was listening and I had my response, and I'll share it with you all now. She does not have to need me. She doesn't. She doesn't have to make the same as me. In fact, I want her to make more than me, so then that way I can sit on the beach and write books on philosophy and help the world. I'm secure in myself.
I just never like to be in a position of, if a man leaves, or even if he passes away,
how you gonna make it? Yeah.
How am I gonna make it? Because I've been sitting back letting him drive the truck the whole time, and that's not how I live my life. And if a guy needs me to dummy down or, make half of what he makes in order for him to feel like a man, that's not going to work for me. That don't work.
Yeah.
She can make more. She can make more than me. I don't have no problem with that. I'm secure in myself like that.
Yeah, I think we all have great answers, and we all, at the end of the day, everybody basically agree with each other. At the end of the day, it's like
I'm not.
You don't want to be. Go ahead, Sean.
I'm not depending on him because I can make my own way.
Right.
But as long as he's making the way for me, I'm going to put my side piece for something in case something do happens. I'm gonna be straight.
Yeah. And you're
that's
right.
The way it should be. I see too many women, especially with these longshoreman guys. They
I never want one of them.
I hated them. I hate them.
I would never want one of them. They got too many households to take care of for me.
Yeah, and we need to talk about them one day on the Rabble.
We
about
do.
Why they out there prostituting.
I never want
after dog.
Yeah, we need to talk about why are they prostituting.
You can talk about them now.
Women, out at the longshoreman hall in order for them to get a job. These women are out there trying to make money just the way they are. And you got these leaders and headers or whatever, they're prostituting their own women out there just for them to get a job for 12 hours the same way they do.
Exactly.
And how can you tell me that you love your black sisters when you will prostitute them?
Exactly.
You know, kiss my ass.
There you go.
I'm not.
Touchdown.
I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be on here when y'all talking about my family. I keep trying to tell y'all.
I don't give a
these
damn
shows-
about your family at this point.
Our black media, y'all talk too much about my family members. Y'all talk about my family members.
No.
Hey, and you're right.
President on down to the little people.
Hey, Saya, I don't know when and where that narrative was laid on the Longshoremen. In 1982, I graduated from high school, and I did a few days at the Longshoremen Hall because my dad did about 35 years there and retired from there. And my uncle was a foreman. So my uncle picked me, and I probably for about a few weeks, I got picked, and I was a longshoreman.
Yeah.
But I was still a passionate person. So I don't know whether it's the money of a longshoreman or there's not that many good jobs in Savannah, and everybody knows it's not that many good jobs in Savannah. So if you get a job as a longshoreman, you sort of like an elite or something, and they take that and they feel like they're entitled because they're longshoremen. Maybe that's the route that the longshoremen are taking.
Bless you.
But it never was like that because my dad took care of his family, took care of us. And like I said, I did it for a few weeks and then I moved up to Atlanta. So I wasn't looking at it as being no prestige job. I looked at it as, hey, thank you. I got a paycheck coming. Yeah. So I guess, like I said, by Savannah being so smart, you got Union Camp, Gulfstream, and the Longshoremen Hall. Those probably the biggest three that you can make some good money on. Yeah. So maybe because they are making good money and a lot of people are not making good money, then they probably can say, I can look down on them. Maybe that's, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It was like yourself. Hold on. And I agree. Hey, and absolutely. And James, I agree with you. I went, and we both went. We went down to Longshoremen, and I worked for about a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, the money was good, but I told my dad, I said, look here, Daddy, I mean, that worked too hard. I'm going in the bank. I went in the bank. I wanted to do some shirt and ties and all that. Hey, y'all can keep that money. I'm going here to Savannah Bank, and I worked there for 10 years, and then I moved to Atlanta. So I think Sonia, and I understand what y'all, both of y'all saying. I think you got to realize people is people. Some people want to have a whole lot of houses and homes and girls and all that. And then you got some people with my dad and everything. He took care of us. So he gave us the opportunity to be whatever we want to be at the end of the day. And to be honest, it's 13 of us. We got to, and so I understand what you're saying.
My grandfather was, the president of the Longshore ILA, and he retired from down there and everything. But he never wanted me to come down there, like, period. I couldn't even come down there on his lunch break, like, period, because of the stigma of what they were doing down there.
Right.
And then once I started finding out that women were being allowed to finally work down there, but they were coming to me and saying, Chandra, the guys are making me have to have sex with them. And you got to do this and do that in order to get a job.
Yeah.
And I said, that is disgusting. That our own black men. Now, I'll give it. I mean, white men will do anything to black women because they have done throughout history. Anything to black women. Yeah. But when we got our own black men prostituting women, for her to be able to take care of her children, and then you go out there and talk about it to every Negro out there on the hall, at the hall and everything to slut shame her. You need to check yourself. All of them longshoremen, especially the headers, need to take several seats and realize that you got mamas, aunts, children that are coming up, and you don't want your daughter sucking a thing in order to work for 8 hours.
You're right. Go ahead, Jamal. You ask, hey, Sonya, you know what? And Sean, let me say this here. I really and truly appreciate y'all opening up like that, because you don't get this like America After Dark. And you absolutely right. You bringing up conversation that people too scared to bring up.
Exactly.
And you absolutely right on that. And if it hit home, brothers, it just hit home. Go ahead, Jamal. Go ahead, Jamal.
Well, and one, you could deal with the longshoremen. The same thing is happening with the police departments, be it the county or the city. And that's not just Savannah. That's across the entire country. You see that. And then guess what? Y'all look at, I'm just throwing out, you look at P-Valley, you look at Raising Canaan. And guess what? The same thing happened in Hollywood and in New York. That again, with people for telling women, you got to do this right here. And even now telling men, saying, hey, they got certain, which is always going on. So we're going to see that. So how do we overall go and address it? That's something that we have to be talking about. And that's for another show, another time. But guess what? The same thing's happening right now. Now I'm saying the people who are sworn to protect and serve, guess what? Have a conversation with some of those sisters there, and they're going to tell you at times that they're going to be honest, because the problem is that some don't want to be honest, but others will be honest that, yep, for me to get this position, I had to sleep with such and such, so and so. People who I grew up with. And here go the thing. Now, some are going to say, these brothers who I grew up with, and not just brothers, but Caucasians also saying, I knew them, and they told me for me to advance. That's what happened. Some people did it. And then actually what that happened, some sisters now have a resentment to other sisters who refused to do it.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
Yeah.
So,
And because when I was in the business office, I was the manager of business, small business for Chatham County. And they were trying, there were two males there trying to make me, have sex and all this type of stuff, to keep my position. I was like, fuck y'all. I got education. The hell? I'm all up in here in NASA now, in the corporate office. And I ain't got to do nothing but show up. Yeah.
And you're right. And everybody, listen, I totally, hey, we all agree. Anytime and you're right, Jamal, Savannah police, you gonna pull a girl over and you gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna give you no ticket if you come over tonight or whatever. It always that.
What I'm saying, I'm talking to people who work. I'm talking officers. I'm not talking about civilians. I'm talking about officers. I'm talking about all people who work, females who work for the Savannah Police Department or Chatham County, who that's what they have to do. So I'm not even talking about the civilians. I'm talking about right there. Like Sean just talking about working in ILA. That I tell you, this is something across our entire country. That again, if you want to go to some colleges and universities, the same thing happened colleges and universities. You got professors doing that with regards to students, or staff people doing with other staff and people working. We see that all around, but all of us, we don't bring it up, but we just let it go on, and people then act like somebody's all right. And then you got.
I want to say you're right, and this is what I want to say, Jamal. I want to say this, and I ain't mean to cut you off. I say this on every show. When enough gonna be enough for us black people always letting folks do us all kind of way and accept it, whether it's the white man, the black man, or whoever. We need to stand up and say, listen, enough is enough. At the end of the day, we got all these punks, office, who running for office. They when they get in front of the TV, they say one thing, but behind the closed door, they punks. You know what I'm saying? If you're a leader and you running for what's right, do the right thing and stop always holding your breath. At the end of the day, man, we need to save our black community. And I don't mean to be politics on America After Dark and anything, but it was a subject just came up because some people don't get to watch us during the week, and maybe this is time during the night. But at the end of the day, y'all absolutely right. I appreciate y'all for all y'all input, and you absolutely right. So, Ms. Producer, we got two more subject, and the next subject is we might well skip the next subject where it says, I dare you to call out someone. We already done called everybody out, so we can skip on that one. Let's put on, I am crazy enough to believe this. I am crazy enough to believe that no one will go out and vote in November because of what we talk about in these hypocrite or people who's running for office.
And
I'm
liars.
getting tired of hearing. Me personally, I'm just tired of hearing about politicians. We sitting around waiting on politicians to help us and save us and run out there and do this and do that. It's getting old to me.
Yeah.
It really is. And because when we do go out and vote, look what you get.
Exactly.
I'm more focusing on why don't we have a summit with just us so we can talk to each other and stop trying to kill each other. And I'm not gonna sit up here and white man did this to me and the white man did that to me. If you know what somebody already done to you, then you don't need to talk about it. You need to fix it.
Yep.
You need to fix it. So I'm more concerned about how we can help each other. I'm more concerned about why don't we take some of these kids and start praying with them? Why don't we take some of these kids and start teaching them? Start teaching them. Because you thinking about let's go out and vote. We all can go out and vote, but what about the next generation and the next generation? If you ain't stopping and trying to help these kids or put some knowledge in their head, then it's just a waste of time. Just like Sonia said, she ain't gonna let nobody come in her house when they know they ain't no good. I ain't gonna go and pull some even when I know they ain't no good. I know they ain't no good.
You right, Judge.
It's time to start helping each other. I can't even walk past you in the store without bumping into you, and all of a sudden, pow, 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 pow. Now I'm dead over a can of beans. Over a can of beans.
You're right.
It's about we need to fix each other. Jamar said something almost a year ago when we first started. Hell, all of us need to go to rehab. All of us need to sit on the couch.
Yeah, you're right.
Sit on the couch so we can reprogram myself. Because if you don't work 400 years without getting paid and they ain't got no kind of help me out with the word. No kind of
reparations.
Exactly. So
there you go.
Reparations and damn counseling.
So how you expect to act?
Exactly.
When ain't nobody telling you, look, this is what we went through. We went through mental trauma, and we just ignoring it. Can't take no pill for what we got.
Nope.
Pill out there ain't no shot, ain't no injection. You can't administrate something on us. We need to sit down and talk about it.
Yep.
Talk about it. And we can go all day with this. This is something that
you're right.
That Malcolm tried to do. Try to get us to talk.
Yeah. And you're right. Absolutely.
Beat up in the head and hearing a whole bunch of BS.
That's why I try to figure out. Bernard said we'd be here only for an hour, and why am I still on here? That something's wrong with me for me even be still here.
Listen. And I'm gonna say this here. And
we got some good conversation going on, Jesus.
Right. And I see why we have black on black crime when it comes, Jamal. But hey, everybody absolutely right. Sean, go ahead and piggyback on that. You go ahead and get your point in, and then I'll swing it back to Jesus.
Jesus is right.
Jesus is always right.
Hey, you're right. You know what? I think we all on the same page, and we all. That's why. Hey, we the best media it is. Our black media, and we keep it real, and we talk about things that people scared to talk about. And one thing about what people scared to talk about in the United States of America is race. It's race. That's it. They try to avoid the situation, but one day we're gonna get somebody that gonna say, "Hey, you know what? The hell with this here, and let's get the solution." Everybody is always about, okay, what's the solution? The solution for black people is this:
keep on working.
We need to come together and stop doing each other all kind of way, and find a solution to make it right.
You're right, Bernard, but we got, when they started letting black people into politics, and now you have the black people doing the politics the same way the white people did. Yeah. They're just in it for their own volition. They're in it for their own power. They're in it for their own pockets. You know, they're just like the preachers.
Yeah.
Of any American state. They're just like the preachers. They were in it for their own pockets. They could give a damn about if your children are eating or if your children can go to school without facing the bullies or whatever. They could give a damn. And that's why people, I mean, that's the reason why I no longer want to vote. And y'all know I used to be all about my politics. But the way I see it now is that when Black people in politics are simulating with the white people in politics, and all they up for is their own pockets, and they not benefiting me.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Hey,
You're right.
Hey,
Bernard, can I say something for 2 seconds?
Okay, get 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Let me read something. If you walked into a gathering of old Black folks 100 years ago, you would have found that most of them would have been a Republican. Yes, a Republican. The Republican Party of Lincoln, Party of the Emancipation, the party that pushed not only Black votes, but pushed politicians during the Black post-bellum period known as Reconstruction. So Black people were Republicans, and they hide now as Democrat, but they still got that old saying, and I'm not even going to say Uncle Tom because Uncle Tom wasn't Uncle Tom. We'd be all day explaining that one. But it's that same old mentality, like Republicans, and trying to push all that crap on us just because they're Democrats.
Right.
And
exactly.
It makes you sick.
You're right. And I'm going to say this here.
Van Johnson.
Hey. Van Johnson. Hey. And I agree in Herschel and all of. But I want to say this here.
Linda.
I know it.
Jamal,
I appreciate y'all. Hey, this subject, I appreciate y'all. And you know what? I'm going to do this here. This is part 1. And next week, I'll invite y'all for part 2 so we can go more deep into it. Because at the end of the day, we laugh, we talk, we be fun, and we go in this discussion and all that. We always have everything different on America After Dark because that's what we do. And y'all be yourself. So I'm going to give y'all a last word, Jamal, last word.
I was going to say this. One of the things that when you all hear it, and even you may get discouraged about the process, guess what? That's what the game is. The game is to discourage you. When you understand the enemy job is to make you discouraged and make you feel bad. It's because what they know that if you don't go and act, then they know they get whatever they want. But when you understand you must resist and you find the ways to resist, that's important. And what happened for us politically is education, voter education. That's what and we lack voter education. That's what people understand. It's not just about registering people to vote, but it's voter education. So many people are not educated. And so one of the best examples of that, and guess what? It's not just Black folks that this happened to. Look at Caucasian women that has happened with regard to the abortion issue. It was Caucasian women who went against their best interests. So now everybody around here upset. And that's why some of us sit back and laugh like saying, voter education, you went along with this system because you got caught up. So that's why I said the Black folks understand politics and economics go hand in hand. Politics is involved in everything you do in your life. And if you are not involved in it, because guess what? It ain't all Black politicians doing that. Right. Then if you say you are down, if you opposed to Van and you down with Keisha and Leisha and Bernetta, then guess what? Then you got to know for a fact. You can't go and say that is all Black politicians or throw it out there. When you got Black politicians across the entire country who are fighting for us. And what they need more of us out there. And that's why, so each one of you who say, I'm not talking about anybody right here, but just putting it out there. So each one of you who go and say, I don't want to get involved, I don't want to go and vote, then you give the enemy and those other Black politicians, Caucasian politicians, the leverage that they want. But you need to be voting to help the Black politicians, the other politicians who are fighting for our interests.
Right. You're absolutely right. Hey, last word, Sean.
But for real though, Jamal. What did you bring to the table? But for real though.
I told you, me and you should be on be on the show together. Why you let him know that? You let Reverend Ike know that? You let Judge Ike know that now?
That's it. Hey, last rush,
You
y'all.
gave me
Last
you
rush.
gave me the herpes too. You gave me herpes
Oh,
too.
You
Lord.
gotta stop it.
For real?
I got a date, y'all.
For real, you gave me
I'll
herpes.
see y'all next week.
Hey, listen.
My
I
son.
want to thank y'all. Hey, I want to thank y'all for just being on the show. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And like I said, it's like this here. Don't let your past dictate your future. Part 2 is next week on America After Dark with the gang. Y'all are invited here. Thank you, Miss Producer. I want y'all to share. ATR Black Media, YouTube, Instagram, and we going to Roku TV next month. We love y'all.
Great show on the ticker.
Great show.
All right,
I'm going to get back in my hot tub.
And I'm going to just be on for an hour next week. Next week, I'm on for just for an hour.
Shut up, Jamal.
I got to get on my date. I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya.
Miss Producer, take us out. Take us out.
like that.